everyone, Darren Hunter here. I'm with Michael Sands. This is the Unbusy podcast show. Michael, interesting topic today. We're talking about virtual assistants who cheat. Alrighty, and of course, with virtual assistants, the model is they work from home, or if it's not a Teams by Design member, they may be working in a call center or something like that. But if they're working from home, there can be issues around that you need to have protecting software in place. Now, of course, Teams by Design is completely tight using this technology called Time Doctor. But firstly, Michael, what does Time Doctor do and how important is it in the management of anyone that's working with Teams by Design?
Yeah, so there's a number of tools that we would use to help with staff management and so on. But one of the products we use is called Time Doctor, and Time Doctor helps our team when they're logging in. They'll log in through Time Doctor, and it takes screenshots throughout the day of the tasks that they're doing. It helps us alert to if the team member's stuck, frozen, not logged in. It just picks up kind of every bit of detail that we need throughout the day to make sure that the team is doing exactly what they're meant to be doing. It's not power overwhelming or what do you call it? Helicopter parent type thing. It just means that we need to know that if someone's stuck or they don't understand what they're doing, we get alerted to that. We're also able to review screens and website usage. And it just means that the team member, whilst they're logged in, isn't doing anything on their main desktop that would affect the day-to-day of their business. Now, unfortunately, you live in a world now where we have virtual assistants and they work from home. And a lot of people that have either virtual assistants directly or with other agencies, the VAs may have software on their computer that causes most people some grief. And I guess these are things that other people wouldn't necessarily be looking for, Darren, right? Because you wouldn't know. But there is software that can go on the computer and it mimics the mouse click and the keyboard strokes. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you've got someone that would be sitting at their desk doing a normal day-to-day job, they would be typing letters and clicking the mouse, and there would be movement around the screen. If they were in the bathroom or gone for lunch or doing something they shouldn't be doing, there is software that mimics that. It actually makes the computer think that there's a mouse moving, the mouse is moving around the screen and that letters are being typed. You might know them as other names like key jammers. A key jammer is like software that may recognize like a particular letter that's pressed down the whole time, and it keeps the computer active, right? It makes the computer think that someone is there doing something. Now, we use software that detects this, Darren. Our software, Time Doctor, lets us know if there's anything untoward or anything weird. And like, how does it pick it up? Well, a human being takes an average amount of time to like type letters, right? There's a certain algorithmic style that humans do day to day when they're mouse clicking and typing. But if you've got a machine or a robot doing that, it might be doing things at a faster rate than what a human would. And I guess to help explain this a bit better, in Australia, we have a platform called realestate.com, and realestate.com get a lot of money on advertising and they collect a lot of data and they're really, really vigilant. Now, they have software on their platform which helps identify if there are tools like a robot or a crawler that's trying to pull data and information from realestate.com. Now, when you land on a website, let's say realestate.com, and you go in there, you want to find a property for rent or log in or property for sale, there's an average amount of time that it would take for a normal human being to open a web page, spot the call to action fields, go to it, click on it, type into it, and things like that. If you're using a bot, something like what we're referring to with key jammers and mouse clickers and things like that, that doesn't really distinguish a human speed. It would say website's open, the text box is here, got to type in this in the text box. Then once that hits, you got to press the go button, and that can happen within a millisecond. But a human being takes as a normal amount of time. So this is what our software picks up. It picks up if there's anything robotic, anything system-based that is above normal human experience and ability. There's some pretty savvy sites out there like Real Estate.
In other words, artificial activity as opposed to genuine human activity.
Yeah, you summed it up better than Darren. And so our software picks that up. So, we've had experiences where we've had team members and it's picked up this like mouse clicking software. And, more often than not, when we ask team members, which, we tell team members that it's illegal to have that when they're working with us on the computer that they use. And Darren, it's really common in the Philippines and other parts of the world to have this software with when people are gamers. And in the Philippines, a lot of people are gamers. Like they're on their computer all the time playing games, and they need software that keeps their computer active so it doesn't go into a sleep mode, which then kicks them out of the game, and then they lose all their settings. So it's really common for people in the Philippines to have this software, but for us, you can't have it on the computer that you're working with. So I would encourage anyone out there that has a virtual assistant is to just either use the software or find out if your team member's using software that can be used fraudulently. Like if you're tracking them between 9 and 5 and they've got 8 hours and you're tracking them and they're using software that makes you think that they're online, I would just review it, right? And again, there might be good intentions to have that application, but on the odd chance that it's they're not good intentions, you need to cover yourself.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? So, look, if you've got a VA, doesn't matter if they're with Teams by Design or not, you want to reach out to Michael and have a chat about anything. What's the best way for people to get in contact, Michael?
Yeah, just go to unbusychat.com and book a time in my diary, and we can catch up and talk about the perils of cybercrime.
Yeah. And look, if you haven't already got Michael's book, Unbusy Your Property Managers, it's 30 tasks that your property managers should not be doing. In a lot of cases, we find that they are doing these tasks. They're not able to get to those phone calls and emails, and possibly losing business with owners because the owners don't feel they're getting the communication that they deserve. That lack of communication complaint that we all talk about could very well be your property managers are caught up in the weeds work. 30 tasks that you can be taking off your property managers are in the book. Just go to unbusyyourpropertymanagers.com. The book is free. All you got to do is pay for shipping. All right. Get the book there. Book into a chat with Michael at unbusychat.com. We'll see everybody in the next episode. Take care.
Bye.